Moving right along for your Saturday morning, hanging out with Doyle Richmond. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey, glad to have you in here. And how are the roads looking out there? I'm asking.
We said, they were pretty clear in Keystone, but they're they were snow packed here in Carolyn.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're just moving around trying to clear it, but it's you got to be careful.
Yeah, it's going to take a little time, and we are seeing more snow showers coming in throughout the rest of the day. It's going to look good, and it's going to look like winter out there more than spring. Or I mean, spring in the mountains. You can expect
anything can happen right now. Take the snow and have fun.
Absolutely. So speaking of having fun, though, if people really just love coming up here and they find themselves coming up here year to year, and they say, hey, well, how impossible would it be for us to make a second home here? Probably it's a little bit easier than they think.
Yeah,
right?
I think you kind of gave a real basic summary of what happens to a lot of people. I mean, they've been coming here for years, whether they're a Denver type Front Range person or they're from back east, or wherever they might be, and they've been coming here for a while, and they said, wow, this is a beautiful place, and our family really enjoys it, and we've watched our kids grow or whatever, and they want to get involved, and they're just curious, what's going on with the costs, what type of interest rates can we get, and in both cases, markets move up and down, and they're going through some properties right here in Keystone just to show different price ranges, but markets go up and down, and our market obviously had a correction from the height for us about middle 2008, and we're about roughly, just rough numbers, about 25% off those highs. But the activity's really churned up in 2012. It's continued here in 2013. It's
great.
A lot of the good brokers are really busy, and we were extremely busy yesterday, working on 3 deals yesterday alone.
Wow.
So, and I'm going to go to a listing presentation today, right after this.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, so it is busy this time of year. Yeah. It always is in March. Yeah. March is just a busy month.
Right, and the season starts to wind down, but typically we're getting a lot of good snow. I mean, usually it does work out well that traditionally here that people are looking to
I mean, they were flipping through pictures. They don't need to go back to those pictures, but just, that you can get a property in Keystone at the base of the ski slopes, just to use Keystone as an example, and you can be at, $200,000 for full ownership. 1 bedroom.
Outstanding.
It's a nice, really clean property.
Right.
Got restaurants and shops and the ski resort right there.
Yeah, when you're talking about River Run Village, I mean, if you have a place there being set up, and with the summer activity, not to mention with, of course, then obviously the winter activity, that's a great location.
And then again, they don't need to flip through the pictures, but whether you want to be out in the woods in Keystone, whether you want to be up in wilderness and looking down onto the lake, Breckenridge or Copper, wherever it might be, there's something for someone.
Yeah.
And I think that what happens, I don't think, I just done it too many years, 20 plus years.
Sure, fair.
That you just got to get educated. So the potential buyer is going to come into you and say, hey, Doyle, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'd like to keep my price range around this amount. What exists out there, and you kind of start macro and you move to micro.
Absolutely, you start with that budget and
and you start with the areas too, and they might be a person that just loves Breck, and that's just where they want to be, or the vice versa, they want to be Keystone, or they want to be in the middle, Frisco, and just like, hey, I'm going to branch out each day and go to.
And you mentioned though being out in the woods. I mean, most of the communities here in the county, I think all of them, in fact, have that kind of option. You can live in town and be close to a main street, or you could be really
I think that's
what's
the beauty of it. Summit County is so beautiful, and we're 80% national forest.
That's right.
So we kind of use the analogy, we're an island, surrounded by the woods. And as you just well pointed out, no matter where you are, hiking and a trail is just literally minutes away.
Right.
Sometimes it's right there in your backyard.
Sure. Yeah. Or maybe cut through the backyard. I mean, there's a lot of that happens in the county, but and just. Like you're saying with activities, I mean, that they're abundant all year round. So what is the best way for someone to start looking at the real estate in the county, and a good starting off point?
Yeah, they just kind of jump to the website.
Sure.
My name was up there. It's doylerichmond.com, so if they can remember my name, they'll find me. But we try to keep a real simple website, not that other websites aren't the same way, but quick search right there to the right.
The best tool on there.
Yeah,
for
decide
sure.
what you want to do. You got a buying buddy to your left. If you want to put a search engine in there, it'll automatically send you listings all the time when they come up. We're going to show not just our listings, but everybody's listings.
Great.
So they're going to, if they want to look at every single property in Breckenridge, they could.
Yeah.
And they're going to call us or call someone. hopefully they call us or email us. Like I said, we've been doing it for 20 years. We feel real fortunate, Dave and I, to know the market extremely well, and then start answering the questions, because there's only going to be so much information you're going to be able to pull from the web. Eventually, you're going to have to spend some time with a good realtor and take a look at what exists out there.
Right.
And then narrow it down from there. And as we tell people all the time, you're going to be educated. Once you're done with Dave and I, you're going to be educated on the market. Whether or not you end up purchasing, that's a whole other thing. And also on our website, just so people know that, is that we have usually about 40 or 50 listings at a time, and we call them the featured properties on our list, our website. And our sellers listen real careful to us, and they price their properties well, we think.
That's great. Well, if you are interested in even just, or if you're just curious, looking at the real estate in the county, you can give this guy a call or check out the website, doylerichmond.com. It is a terrific website when you're looking at what kind of inventory is in the county, with new homes, current homes, and whatever.
I can't tell people that the market is going to, it's absolutely going to go up, but all the trends, activity going up, prices have stabilized, doing this 20 plus years up here. It's a good time for buyers to be making a purchase.
Right, because the interest rates also.
Yeah, the interest rates are just at historic lows.
Amazing. So great, Doyle. Always a pleasure again.
Hey, nice to have me.
Good to see you. And we're going to take another break here. We still have to catch up with our snow weather, and don't forget, a pair of custom insoles for your ski boots going out, or snowboard boots.
Those are nice. I have
Those are pretty awesome. Yeah, there you are.
Too.
And so you're going to save $1 here if you win our Watch and Win coming up just a little bit later. So we'll be right back.